truth. Welcome to Drop Me Off in Nashville with Sebastian Roberts and Scott Huger.
Welcome to the little show that couldn't. In fact, it still does. I'm Sebastian Roberts, along with my long-term dear friend, Scotty Huger. What's up, Scotty?
Hey, how's everybody doing this week?
Hey, listen, I understand you were out there in Hollywood with Michael Gillis. Is that
is that
a rumor?
Michael's cutting with this incredible producer. His name is Brian Kennedy. He's top 5 in the world. Kelly Clarkson, Rihanna, everybody else, and we had a bunch of great news that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, but I'm excited to share when that comes to about. But yeah, I was out in LA. It was cool.
Man, I'm really excited about that. You know, I love Hollywood a lot. A lot of our friends are from there. You know, we're talking about, Terry Nails and Kirschenbaum and, some of the greatest people in the world that we've had the, pleasure of working with. And, while you were gone, you introduced me to a guy in 2008. 2008, Scotty.
Jeez, have you met so many people, Bash? Give me another hint.
Now, who would that be?
Well,
how about the most famous phone number on the planet?
Wait, no.
Does that help?
You talked to Tutone?
Tommy.
When?
Tommy was in Florida. I was in Florida. And he called me up on the phone. He goes, Bash, what are you doing? I said, well, whatever you want. And he was down on the beach over there in Reddington Beach. And I went down and it's way better than that. He's like, well, what's Scotty doing? I said, well, he's in L.A. He goes, I just left L.A. And I said, well, he's still touring.
Yeah.
He's 78 years old, man. The guy's still running around.
We did a lot together. I can't say enough about Tommy Tutone, honestly. He taught me a ton in the music business when I managed him for all the years. And he's just an incredible writer, incredible talker. He's what a performer. I would bring him into Tootsie's and he'd get up and he'd play. And I'll never forget this story. Let me just share this one thing with you. I took him over to the stage, which is a little bigger bar in the main floor, you know what I'm talking about? Just the main floor. And we walked in and when we were walking in, some girl made fun of him because he had his glasses on, but that's who he is. That's his image.
That's Tommy.
And he didn't respond. He didn't do nothing, but she was kind of nasty about it. And he just kind of blew her off because he's classy and that's what he does. Next thing you know, fast forward half hour, he's up on stage and he calls me up and I'm doing the background vocal for him from Jenny. And I literally felt like I could walk on the people's hands from the front of the bar all the way to the back of the bar. It was jam-packed, and that same girl who was a B-I-T-C,
I got you.
Her mouth was open, and boy, she was all kinds of apologetic after she found out who he was. But it was probably the coolest thing I've ever experienced in my life.
And, the guy... Scotty, I wish to God you would have been here because it was one of the greatest sit downs. Cool. Tommy, for those of you that don't know, Tommy Tutone is really a bashful, shy guy.
Sure. Yeah.
He's very reserved.
Yes.
And we sat down like a couple of old.
Wait. You interviewed him?
I more than interviewed him. Listen, man.
Really?
Are you ready for this?
Did you bring Mark?
Are you ready for this? Mark Maynor was there.
Our producer went down with you?
Yes.
Oh my God. We got to tell him.
He brought, man, look, it looked like we've been doing this for 100 years. He brought the booms, the mics,
Mark. This is professional.
It was amazing. We did the interview right on the beach by the pool and it was.
Wow. What an atmosphere.
Scotty.
Did you hear the seagulls in the background?
Yeah. Mark's so good you can't even hear the airplanes flying over.
Holy cow. Well, it doesn't surprise me one bit. The guy's a pro.
Hey, Mark, listen, man. Play this thing for him right quick.
We're going to listen to it now?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Ready.
Let's do this.
It's showtime. Please pay attention.
Stop what you're doing and welcome our guest.
My God, man, how long has it been? Honest to God.
Well, when did we do that record?
We did the record in 2009. It is what it is. And then I believe you and I did the CMAs at Tootsie's. We did like 4 shows a day down there for the CMAs in 2010.
That was about a year later, right?
Yep, about a year later, yeah. And then we did a couple casinos together in Hayward, Wisconsin, and
Oh, that's right.
remember that?
Uh-huh.
That was so fun. And going back to those days, when you're the first producer I ever worked with, and to come into a studio with someone like yourself and record It Is What It Is was so freaking amazing. I was scared to death. I mean, I peed my pants before I got there. And you taught me so much about enunciating and my pronunciation and, just being in the studio and working a microphone. It was incredible to be guided, by somebody that just gets it, and God, we had a lot of fun doing that stuff. You taught me what a fern bar was. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, it's people look at me strange. It was in the San Francisco in the hippie days. Actually, it was on Polk Street, the gay thing. But down there was this place, and they look kind of like they're going for the English hotel in 1910 look, with the a big fan run by this, and potted plants and ferns. It's where you go to. Well, may I be frank?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you can say anything you want here.
It's where a woman goes to meet a lawyer. Not to use, but to find somebody rich to marry. That's the people over there. So they're down the street from our kind of hip scene. And I used to laugh my way in there because it was nice. 12 o'clock, noon, they could get crab legs or something and gin and tonic. And the guy says, you know how gin and tonic started? So picture this, you're at Raffles in Thailand. They didn't call it Thailand, Siam. And so they all had to drink quinine water all the time.
Oh.
Because of the mosquitoes. That would keep the mosquitoes away. There was yellow fever. And this guy goes, if you put some gin in this stuff, it's not bad. So anyway, it's hard for me to stay on point, always has. So we're going to wander around.
Yeah, and that's all right, man. We look, there's no rules in this thing at all. I was so excited to find out you were going to be in Florida. I'm like, you know what, man? If I can just bounce into Tommy and we can just sit down and shoot the shit for a minute, how fun is that going to be? And, of course, everybody knows Jenny and 867. And I think people still dial that phone number, right? But my curiosity is, in 2009, you played a song for me. We were talking about, by the way, y'all, when I went down to record in Nashville, I was set up with Tommy Tutone by Steve Ranch. And we met in Jacksonville with Terry Nails. And I had a pocket full of demos, a handful of dreams, and all that nonsense. And Tommy and I sat on the deck out in Smyrna. And Tommy's listening to these demos I have, and he goes, nope, that's not going to work. He threw it off the porch. And the next one, he goes, nope, that ain't going to work. He threw that off the porch. And nope, we don't like this one. Nope. And that one went off the porch, and I went, oh, my God. And Tommy comes to me with Chicken Fried Mistake, It Is What It Is, Burning Hot Tonight, Reach Out and Touch Her. And we had a record written. We started this on Saturday morning. And by Sunday afternoon, we had It Is What It Is set to go in the studio for Monday morning. And we went into Omni together and cut that record in one sitting. It was incredible. And you scared the hell out of me, honest God. I said S. I said
I'm
P.
reading in my producer's How to Be a Producer.
Yeah.
It says, listen to the artist ideas and occasionally use one of them.
Right?
It's and the other ones, there are producers who don't do anything. They don't have any idea about the studio. They just find the right songs. So I'm trying to combine that, and we got. I got my own demos, and they have these little tiny parts on them that I wrote. And the studio guys come in, and they breeze in, listen to it once, go, let's go. And we just wailed away on it.
I mean, number charts. I didn't even know what that was.
Oh, yeah, number charts. This is a 55, 12, 45.
I mean, I didn't know what that was. These guys listened to the music one time, and they were, it's like they've been playing it their whole life.
Yeah, they invented some. They didn't play my parts, but they invented really funny parts. And occasionally I go back, no, this is an important riff, and we'd overdub it. But
And that was Jerry, right? Jerry, God, I can't remember his name, but at Omni there, he charted the music, and I'm like, oh my God, he did that in like 15 minutes. How the hell do you do that? I was very intimidated at first.
Well, that's one of the reasons I was living in Nashville. I tried to live there 3 or 4 times. I write a song and play it for a while, and then jam with the band a couple weeks, and finally it comes to me. You go to Nashville, you have 3 different writing sessions, 10, 2, and 7 or something. You come in with an idea, and you sit there and read the paper in the morning or have a guitar riff, and all right, let's write it. And you just write it, and then they record it right there, and they're all done. See, I would have messed around with these things for a couple of months.
Oh, God, yeah.
So that's the thing I learned there, and it was kind of important, but I had a lot of trouble in Nashville because finally the guy at BMI says to me, your problem, Tom, is you're trying to make people think, and we don't do that here.
Oh.
So I said, fine, and I faked my way into the software business and moved to Oregon right after we did this. So I was doing software for 12 years. I mean, still playing on weekends and all that, and flying all over the country for this and that date. But all of a sudden, about 2017, Rick Springfield called me up. He said, I want you to start opening for me. And turns out he looks up to me. He goes, how do you make this vocal sound like you're singing, but it sounds like you're talking too? And I go, well, I worked in a lot of country western bars. I mean, I had rock and roll bands, but I go, listen, back in my day, you got paid by a check. So you had to find somewhere to cash your check on the weekend. So I'd always find a nice bar and start playing piano there so I could cash my checks on Saturday and Sunday morning. And so I do that. I grew up in the 70s and started playing country there, and it was all this, it's semi-soul music, Ronnie Millsap and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So I jumped right into it. But it just, things like that shaped who I was when I met you. Then I walked away from that, recorded a couple of records, but I'm not as good at promotion as you are, Sebastian.
Well, no, geez.
I just go, that's nice, and go do something else. So I was really rolling when COVID started, and I retired again from software. See, when I met you, I'd been doing software for 10 years, and I retired in 2006. I'm going back to music. I want to be a country western songwriter. And so that's where songs like It Is What It Is.
Right, right.
And they go, well, these aren't actually country. They're parodies of country. I go, what's the difference?
Well, it had such a touch of rockabilly. It was fun. It was good. That is good time music, man. It is what it is. That whole record is it's just a good freaking time. It's not tear in my beer nonsense. It's just boot scooting, rockabilly, good time music, man. I mean, you can have sex, fight, and dance to it. That's what I love. You taught me how to put the sexy in music.
I did.
You did. You taught me that.
Listen to that, dear.
Yeah, you hear that? Seriously. Tommy starts swinging his hips in the studio. I'm not even playing. He'd have that guitar, that Stratocaster, or Telly. He'd have that Telly over there, and his hips would start swinging. And now you knew you had the sexy in it because, like It Is What It Is. The intro to Is What It Is. I'm like, oh, yeah, hell yeah. Here we go.
So anyway, I was down in Terry Nails once again. Calls up and says, you got to come down to Las Vegas. There's a guy. We want to re-record everything you ever did for these big new publishing deals. It turns out that you wouldn't realize it if you were just walking down or trying to listen to radio.
Right,
Kids are now actually going back, and when they like a song, downloading the album. So they're listening to albums like we did when we were kids.
Yeah.
And they go, suddenly these catalogs are worth, we get this done, you could get $3 million out of this. So we just started recording a little bit of everything. And you know me, I got rockabilly, soul music, country, western.
Absolutely.
And then a song would come along and you go, that one's Tommy Tutone. And so we just started doing 12 songs, and guy goes, I think this is a record. And I kept trying to, there's some rock and roll on it, and I kept trying to fit in, how would I fit in the rockabilly and country to this rock and roll? So then I started the other way around. And I came up with this concept of new wave Americana, in which, and the roots are things you would never expect, or country and rock and roll songs from the 50s all fit in there. And so I go, this actually could go together and be a story of America. So the first single was called, what the hell's the name of that single?
Mama, what's the name of that single?
How Good is a Good Thing. I could play it.
Oh, that's a good one too, yeah.
So
I love that song. Jeez, man.
I say to the boss, I'm doing a video for every one of these songs. He goes, you can't afford this. You need to save this money for your retirement. I go, the hell with that. So coincidentally, I was working with a publicist up in, of all places, Saginaw, Michigan.
Oh, boy.
Do you remember that song? You're too young. Webb Pierce, I lost my love in Saginaw, Michigan. There we are. There's a band there called No Resolve, and this is funny because they have 14 or 15 million seller plaques from Billboard, and they're all covers. Wait a minute, they don't call covers anymore. They're called renditions.
Rendition, yeah, see.
And so they wanted to do a version of Jenny and asked me to do it along with them. And the director of the film was real good. So I go, okay. And then I hired this guy to do a couple of videos. So we did two there. We did How Good. And then our next single's about my darling. It's called Sherry Lynn's Song, which is coming out next. And then we went home and recorded the Mountain Dews video with a director that I'd worked with before. God,
Mountain Dews is so good. I really, in 2009 when you played that, we were in the we were on the porch over at Hoogers at Scotty's over in Smyrna, and hi Scotty, and you played Mountain Dews and Don'ts, and I went, oh my God, what a hook, and but we had, it is what it is, Burning Hot, Chicken Fried, Reach Out. And then we ended up putting 88, that Dale Earnhardt song on there. And so that record the EP was done. But boy, I really wanted to cut Mountain Dews and Don'ts. I just love that song. Y'all listen, man. How can they find it? How can they find Mountain Dews and Don'ts?
Well, you go to Mr. 8675309 on Facebook. I had this big problem. This guy stole the Tommy Tutone Facebook account.
What?
Yeah, and every time I tried to fix it, they take it down. But even my lawyer can't change. They won't even answer the phone for a lawyer. So I keep making up new versions myself. Right now, my main site is my Tommy Heath site.
Well, I'll post it on my site. There's at least 5 people listening to that.
And it's the real Tommy Tutone on Instagram. So we're on all of them, but it's on Spotify. And the videos are on both YouTube and my Facebook page. And
you do a Tuesday, Tommy Tuesday, right?
Tutone
Tuesday. It's freaking awesome. That is so fun. Just to keep up with you. I mean, I watch that thing every freaking Tuesday. It pops up on my feed, and I'm like, oh, there's Tommy. Oh, son of a bitch,
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I just start running the camera and talk and everything.
Well, we're not. Usually, you and I are not short on words.
No, I don't do it. I would never do it stoned. Because I have an image, you know. You notice I'm not pushing any Tommy Tutone alcohol drinks because I play music for all ages. I got kid fans.
Yes, I have grandchildren. Well, you know.
Yeah, they know my phone number. Now, my big problem in life is I can't get royalties on passwords. That's the number 3 password in the world. Otherwise, we'd be doing this interview on my yacht.
Well, and I don't know why we're not. You know, instead we're, you know, in beautiful. Where are we?
We're in
St. Petersburg, Florida, on the beach. So yeah, you know, it sucks to be you if you're in Minnesota. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on the beautiful beach in St. Pete, and
it was funny. I'm on tour with a band that's a legend in my generation, the Big Country, and we have all their records. They're one of the greatest live bands ever, but there was a period where nobody knew them. My manager was 43. You never heard of him.
Oh, I knew Big Country. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, you're not 43. You're 50.
Well, I'm pretty close, Tommy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
So,
add 30 years of that, I'm getting up there, you know.
So I'm out with them, and that's just a thrill for me. But the thing is, we've been playing indoor places. These guys live in Scotland. When I first talked to them, they were trying to get to a gig in Scotland in December in their van where snow's going sideways. So last night was our first outdoor gig, these Scottish guys, and it was the humidity and everything, and I was just...
Are they wearing skirts?
No.
Oh, okay.
They don't wear kilts.
All right.
But
sorry.
They're really great guys, except the first week, I had no idea what they're saying. I mean, I can't hear, but I have my AirPod hearing aids on. I hear them, and they're talking to you right here, and it's like, huh? And they're always making jokes with each other, and I and fuck and all this shit. And it turns out they're so nice. And anyway, they really like me now, so they're talking about taking me back there, and I may be going to Australia and down in Southeast Asia with them.
Holy crap, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Band, usually you're on tour with the band. You go hear the other bands, maybe one time each. I'm out there every night after my show listening to their entire set. So I recommend that.
Wow. You know what? And that's saying something because, like you, I really don't have a lot of time for something I don't enjoy. So, you know, like warming up for, you know, Lori and Pam Till, you know,
Yeah.
Aaron Tippin. You know, Aaron Tippin was the funnest guy I've ever played with.
I hear you.
know, he was so freaking fun.
Well, the reason
The guy built a bicycle while he was on stage singing. And I didn't understand it. I'm like, what is Aaron doing, man? And I had to stick around to watch it. And he built this bicycle while he's singing his set. And then he gave it to the kid in the front row. And I thought, what kind of concept is that? It was awesome.
Like that. Me, I don't go off stage and hang out in the dressing room. I walk off stage, sit down with the audience, and
yeah, you do.
have a beer.
That's how. Well, yeah.
So that's how I often hear other bands. I mean, I was on tour. I was on one of those 80s tours, and I'm hanging out with everybody. There are people that were on that tour that performed that stayed in their room the whole week.
Yeah, I don't get that. I couldn't do
not
that.
me.
I'm too much of a socialite for that, and so are you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you like to
Going-
go meet people, you know.
Let me see your later. Yeah.
You know, and you know, I've watched you work crowds, and God, I learned a lot. Just watching you, being around you, and
I'm always learning a lot, and I'm learning a lot this tour.
I don't think we're ever done learning, right?
No.
I mean, really.
I'm having a great time. I feel like I finally became the musician I wanted to be. I was faking it before, folks. I relaxed and singing. I had this period where I'd be on the bridge and I'd go, you know, I haven't really taken a breath since this song started. And then I had this weird breath apnea thing where I would try to inhale, but I would exhale, and had these incredible headaches. So I'm working with some guys now, and they got me relaxed. And my problem is, in order to sing properly, I got to relax. And in order to play my guitar, because we're not playing, I mean, it's like you're singing a Dean Martin level only a dramatic version of it, and you're playing like the Clash, and meanwhile I'm the actor in this song. I'm going inside this guy, even not Stone folks.
I totally get that.
So I got all these three things I've been trying to integrate, and I feel it finally came together, and I'm having the greatest time performing ever.
And you are, man. It's God, it's so inspirational to watch you. After God, it's been 20 years, and it's like we never skipped a frickin' beat, Tommy. When I talk to you on the phone, I mean, because we've stayed in touch all through these years, and hey, where are you at now? What are you doing? What's going on, brother? And to come down and see you, I'm like, God, it's been 20 frickin' years.
Well, to me, true friends are they're not the ones that go, you didn't remember my birthday. Blah, blah.
Yeah, oh dear God.
You
didn't like my
call them
Facebook
up 9
page.
years later, and you go, what are you doing this weekend? And you get together.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a thing with you in Wisconsin, and I don't know what it is, but I know you love Hayward, Wisconsin, and Taylor's Falls, and you anytime you're in the Midwest, you're playing there somewhere.
I thought people knew how to party in various places in the world.
Not
Florida,
Wisconsin.
here in Texas, Oklahoma, girl. Wisconsin is like the first place you're going to expose to stuff that you could reach in Europe. The big deal is they have a shot of peppermint schnapps between every beer, and you try to keep up with that, you're toast. But they wake up in the morning, have these Bloody Marys that look like a centerpiece to a wedding. And start partying from there.
I know it. It's like breakfast in a bottle.
Yes. I've been through scenes where everybody did everything, and I had a taste, and I went, that's interesting. So these days, I'm good for about a beer and a half and maybe a little taste of good whiskey, but my whiskey glass, my shot glass, the Christian churches where they have the little tiny wine.
Yeah.
I go to the Christian store and buy those because I just want a little taste. I don't like to get fucked up.
Oh, I can't drink like that anymore. Yeah. No, and my wife will tell you I'm not allowed to.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I can have crab legs, and I can have a beer. I can have pizza, and I can have a beer. But after that, it's no.
I don't even want it anymore. It's just, I've always tried a little of this and that, but it's no fun if you got to get really, really straight in between. I spent a lot of time. So I got a software job, and I'd never done that, and people go, the 9 to 5, that's boring and horrible. But if you're a musician, it's actually exotic for a little while.
Well, yeah, it
you don't
occupies
have to
your
worry
brain.
about how am I going to get the money tonight and all this stuff, or how we going to get to the next gig, stuff like that.
Right.
It's just, and my daughter is an artist. She's been struggling for 20 years. She's a sculptor, too. And this company hired her who builds these beautiful giant things out of laminated wood. They built the airport. It's like 300 feet, and they go together like an old mortise and tenon bed, these giant things.
Yeah.
And she happened to learn CCC programming when she was building artificial stuff. She's got this job. She goes, I've got all these projects. This band from Norway hired me to do the art and the video art for this whole record, and I'm sweating over this every night. And it goes, I got a job now where I get a paycheck. So the point is, it's exotic if you're an artist to work that way for a while.
Nice to occupy the brain.
Yeah.
I found myself, when I've got a show coming up on like Friday, by Wednesday, I'm an asshole because I'm nervous. My mind is on the show. So I'm going through the show in my head all day, every day, wearing a hole in the carpet. And until, the drummer's going tick, tick, boom, here we go. I'm a mess until that happens. Once it happens, I'm good.
I have the attention deficit version. I'm an asshole about a half hour before I play.
Oh, I know.
Delete that.
Yeah, right. Delete.
Just because I need that time, but The other time when everybody's getting ready, since I'm so attention deficit, I'm avoiding getting ready. And I don't know why would I do this to myself? It's a form of adrenaline junkie to make yourself late on purpose. And I've been in therapy for years, and it's still there. But I guess I'll have to live with it.
That's all right.
It's all right. It seems to work for me, and it's all this tension builds up in me, and it comes out in my music. And I've been good at that for a long time, but to be able to do it while you're playing really good and breathing and all that is, like I said, I now know how to do all three parts finally. And this tour, I'm putting it together, and I hit about 2 out of 3, and then there'll be one. See, my problem was going to go, you're not consistent. I go, well, I'm not trying to get on base. I'm swinging for home runs. Babe Ruth struck out a lot.
Right.
So I'll try all this stuff, and now I finally have a band. They're ready to go anywhere with me. So I'm having the greatest time playing.
That is
fun.
fun.
And I'm really proud of this new record. And I'm going to make videos of every song.
And you should, Tommy. I mean, I'm telling you, Mountain Do's and Don'ts. I know I harp on that a lot, but I love it so freaking much. It's so fun. It's a feel good, boot scooting, freaking swing your hips. You put the sexy in it, you know, and you taught me that, you know, how to put the sexy in it. If you can't make love to it, fight and dance to it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I really developed that from working with you, you know.
And
I mean,
Mountain Dews is like, are they going to buy this? But we're performing like a chant. I get them all going, these are a few Mountain Dews and Don'ts. And by the way, people, I do not have an endorsement for Mountain Dews.
Oh, yeah, no, you know. No, and Mountain Dew doesn't have any claim to it because it's Mountain G-O''S.
Yes. So if you spell it wrong, I can get in trouble, I guess.
Yeah, well, nah,
the
you
guy
can't get in
threw up
trouble.
a pair of Mountain Dew socks to me the other day. If
Really?
they call me and if they'll give me a house my wife likes, I might do an endorsement for them.
Well, you know, and we can certainly put that word out there.
Okay.
I got a guy.
And the thing about Mountain Dews is, Sherry, my wife, she says, you know what I'd really like to do? I'd like to be a location scouter for movies.
Huh.
And I go, that sounds like a great job.
What
We
a
could
travel
write off
gig.
Traveling all over the world.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and
Let's
find
go
a
to
great
Fiji.
place to
Let's
do
check
this
it out.
video? Yeah. She went and found this covered bridge by an old mill in the classic Northwest Stream going by. And then we found a friend of hers that she'd grown up with had turned this old gas station into this museum. So there was all kinds of stuff there.
Ah.
So it's kind of a travel log around Northwest Oregon. Then we finish it up. There's a line in there about a cheesy girl. And we found this actress. And so we went out to Mount Hood, and she's singing in front of Mount Hood. Now, if you've never been to Oregon, folks, we don't really get hot or cold in Portland. But I can look out my window and see Mount Hood, which is 11,000 feet and has snow on it all the time. So she's up there singing along with it. So it kind of shows you about the Northwest where I'm from.
Right.
Although I spend a lot of time, I think New Wave Americana is very important and in Southwest, U.S., New Mexico and Arizona, Lubbock, Texas, Buddy Holly, those kind of things.
Right.
There's stuff that comes along from that. Jack Scott. I'm a real student of that kind of Americana. My big sister was a teenager when I was a little boy in Texas, and during the 50s. So it was rocking. And it all comes from that. My idea is like a great soul band with Dwayne Eddy playing guitar with them. And to mix, I'm always trying to mix two genres together. I go, all right, we're going to do this record, and I want you to play surf music and you to play reggae. And they'll go, it won't work.
Sure it will.
So I have to go home and do it myself and go, see? So I'm just scouting that. So my version of Americana, and I love Americana music, all the great artists, but my version is different. It's this origin of rock and roll that ended up influencing new wave music, and I feel like I'm kind of a historian and showing everybody this stuff. So I have a purpose now, and that's good.
And you are, and it's awesome. It's so fun to watch, Tommy. I can't thank you enough for having us down here, and I hope we go get some crab legs now. That'd be kind of cool. Mama's over there smiling right now. She's like, yeah, crab legs, I'm in. So maybe we can go and get something and have something. And, man, wherever you are in the world, stay in touch with me, dude.
I will.
I will come and see you. I don't come hell or high water, man. I will always come and see you. I consider you a dear friend. I miss you very much. And
well, I think I'm on a 10-year roll here. So
well, it was 2010 when we played the CMAs again. Oh no, 11. We played the casino in Hayward in 11.
Yeah. See, I haven't done this every day like those musicians who've been slogging the whole time. I guess you would call me a cultural dilettante. I want to do this for a while too.
Right.
So I just walk away from it. And I don't want to hang out in Hollywood with other people like me, or not that anybody's really like me.
No,
I want to go
there is
hang
nobody
out
like
with regular
you, no.
people so I can write songs about them. And so I just go and do completely off-the-wall stuff for a couple of years and come back to music. So that's the way I keep it fresh.
And you do. You sure do, man. And I can't wait to hear the final cuts on this one, man. Hey, listen, y'all. You've been listening to Tommy Tutone and Sebastian Roberts on Drop Me Off in Nashville, and we're gonna go get some crab legs. And Tommy, tell everybody have a great day and see ya.
Hey, you all have a great day. Keep coming back to music. It's what will save you.
That's right.
Hey,
listen!
hey, don't go nowhere. Sebastian and Scott got more coming at ya.
That's right, y'all.
Are you a TV producer or camera crew ready to capture the heart and hustle of Music City? Then we got your next hit TV reality show.
Introducing Drop Me Off in Nashville, the reality series where country dreamers chase stardom, heartbreak meets dead ends, and every neon sign has its own story.
We're calling all Nashville filmmakers, videographers, and crews to help bring this story to life. From Ryman Alley to Broadway nights, this is where the fans meet the future stars.
Think Southern Charms meets ABC's Nashville. But real, raw, emotional. A self-contained docu-series.
Want to get behind the camera and shoot the next breakout series? Reach out now at dropmeoffinnashville.com and let's make TV magic, y'all. Drop Me Off in Nashville, where the dreamers and the fans connect in reality.
Hey, Bash, I gotta do it. I gotta do something as far as Tommy's concerned. Is that okay?
Of course it is.
It's kind of personal, but I need you to help me on this one because I might tear up. About 40 years ago, my dad owned a roller rink in Hibbing, Minnesota, and there was these three sisters that came to the roller rink constantly: Denise, Heather, and Shelly, and they're from northern Minnesota actually, and they've been friends of mine for 40 years. And Denise, the oldest sister, just passed away from cancer not too long ago, and
well, and that's that's a soft topic for you, brother, because I know your mom as well had the same kind of cancer, I believe, and
I just want to kind of dedicate this Tommy Tutone show to the three Soland sisters up in northern Minnesota. And Denise, rest in peace, sweetheart. You were nothing but a sweetie.
And ladies, please, if you don't know already, please go see somebody and just get checked up, okay? Because we don't want to bury any more people, all right?
Yeah, do your checkups. It's worth it. Thanks for letting me do that, Bash. I appreciate it. And this Tommy Tutone show is dedicated to the Soland sisters.
Amen, brother.
Hey, this is Tommy Tutone, and you're listening to Drop Me Off in Nashville.
So what we did was, we went out for crab legs after the interview. It was just so fun, and it was so natural.
Awesome.
It really was. It was something that I can't say enough.
What a memory.
Yeah, I can't say enough, man.
But thanks everybody for listening today. What a great interview with you and Tommy. That was awesome.
It was awesome. I really love it.
Hey, everybody, do me a favor. Like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Share it with your friends because we really would appreciate that. We like all what we're doing here, and we're going to show you and talk about so much more in the music business. Great interview, Bash.
Thank you, sir.
Talk to you guys next week.
Thanks for joining Sebastian and Scott. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join the Drop Me Off in Nashville family. Engineering and production provided by Podcast Production Music.
Well, Nashville, can't thank you enough for all the time.
Y'all come back now. Here?